Wow, I'm a little nervous doing this. As you can see, or if you're just listening, you can't see, but my wife, Melanie, is with us as well today, and she's in the background. She doesn't want to really say anything because she hates being here. But anyway, thanks for having me back, and if you're still listening, thanks for coming back. Anyway, why so long? I don't know, just after the pandemic. Mel, you remember my good old buddy Nolan? Mm-hmm. Well, he used to do the podcast with us, right? And I don't know, when he left, that hit pretty hard. And I don't know, I never really got back into it. Never had the motivation. I always wanted to do it because, Mel, I talk about it all the time, right?
Yep.
Are you going to be this talkative the entire time?
Yep.
Just yes and no questions and yes and no answers the entire time?
Yeah.
Oh, you suck. You're going back to Ontario.
I am.
Without me.
Yippers.
For good?
No.
So you're going for how long? 2 weeks, you told me.
Yeah, roughly 2 weeks.
You think I'm going to be okay?
No.
You're worried about me?
I'm stressed.
Why?
Because you can't handle it.
I can't handle what?
Everything.
Taking care of myself.
Yep.
You honestly believe that too, don't you?
Yep.
There's something wrong with you.
No.
You know, what time is it now? Because my pills are going to go off. I need to get Crazy Train music going off. At what time does that go off, Mel? 9:30? Somewhere around there. But just the other, or was it today we found out, or yesterday we found out. As for most of you know, I'm a huge Steelers fan, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And we lost our quarterback. Melanie, you actually found this out before I did. Mm-hmm. Our son had called, and, well, he was looking for me, but he got her because we've only been using one phone. Because she's not working right now, and I'm me, so why do we need two phones? We're always together anyway, right? But it's still a pain in the ass. Don't you find it?
Yeah, you didn't inform them that you moved also from Ontario.
I didn't?
No.
I haven't said I moved yet. Well, they do know, because if they have been following me like on the socials and stuff, I've posted pictures and things there. But if you didn't know, we moved to New Brunswick. We're in the DSL area of Grand Falls and Drummond. So if you don't know what DSL is, it's just we don't belong to anybody. We're not a part of Drummond, and we're not a part of Grand Falls, but our address says we're Drummond, correct?
Yeah, you're just kind of in the borderline of it all.
So why do they do that?
I'm not sure.
So, like, why wouldn't we just say we're from Grand Falls? Can't we just pick and choose?
Well, our address is Drummond, so you'd say that you're from Drummond.
But I'm closer to Grand Falls.
Not really. Drummond is just above the hill here.
It's easier to get to Grand Falls if you're walking.
Okay.
Well, it's true, because it's all downhill.
I guess so.
This place is nuts. So how far did I walk the other day when you picked me up in the truck? And not because I was winded and out of breath, but you picked me up in the truck because you were grocery shopping?
Yeah, we were going to go get groceries.
And I put the dogs away, and Jewel was at school, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just meet you on the way. And I walked, I'm going to just say that's 4 kilometers long?
I don't know, pretty far for
a fat guy? Is that what you're saying?
For a chubby guy.
Dick. Yeah, you weren't saying that a second ago, eh? She was talking about she didn't want to do. Why don't you want to do this podcast, Mel?
Because I got stuff to do.
Do like what?
Pack.
You're such a dink. So do you like your new place, honey?
I do.
And I would say, what are you doing right now? Like, have you started your course and stuff? But that answer is no.
Nope. I am enjoying my time off.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you're taking a holiday now.
I am.
I got lots of pictures of you sleeping.
Yeah.
It's been great, eh?
I need my nap.
I come out here and I pick and I do whatever I can, but in our studio now / shop, because it's definitely not a garage anymore. This thing is 1,200. How big is my shop, hun? 1,200 square feet, and that's not including the loft I'm in right now.
It's as big as our old house.
And it's about my shop here now is about the size of my house that I lived back in Bowmanville, which I miss. I miss a lot. You know what I miss is I miss the people, and I miss most of all my little buddy next door. Buddy, good name too. They picked, eh?
I don't really miss it at all.
You don't miss like being that close to your friends and shit?
Not overly a lot.
Well, I hope they're listening.
Certain times I miss it, but not.
Biatch! What? Certain times?
Yeah,
but
really.
I don't know. Well, you know what? I think because you're on the phone all the time.
Yeah, I still keep.
And
in touch with
you
everyone.
Skype and you. What is it? I guess that's Skype, right? Or FaceTime or whatever it is. So you don't miss people as much as. I don't know, like me. Like, you're going to go back now. See, this is the only reason I would go back is to go back and see Jewel and Dustin.
Brianna.
Oh, yeah, Jewel's here. Brianna. Wow, that's going to throw me now for a loop. Get me back on track here, lady. The ADD is kicking in. Brianna and Jewel?
Brianna and Dustin.
Brianna and Dustin, they're back in Ontario. So that's why I would go back to visit. However, Dustin works 24/7, and we have a new puppy. What's his name, honey?
Jerome.
Yeah, baby. He is a Cane Corso, or some of you may know as a Cane Corso, but it's pronounced Cane Corso, just so everybody's aware. And his name is Jerome Bettis Callahan. And so that just answers your question right there. Why was his name Jerome? Because Jerome Bettis, after Pittsburgh Steelers number 36, my favorite player of all time. So I've wanted to name one of my dogs Jerome for a long time, or at least something to do with the bus, eh, Melanie, for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I fought you tooth and nail on this one too.
Yeah, I still think it's a dumb name.
Oh, did you hear that? I hope, Mr. Bettis, you didn't listen to that. My wife loves you and adores you. In fact, we actually went to a game you played in while she wore your jersey. You remember that, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good times. Good times. I wish we'd get some more of those good times back with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we lost a quarterback. Our thoughts with that family. That's crazy. He was hit by a dump truck. And on a highway. So have you heard anything else?
No, he's 24. That's all I know, and that. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
It's crazy. That's insane. I'm sure we'll hear more of like. I don't know. Was he walking while he got hit by the truck, or was he in a car?
I heard he stepped out of his car and walked across the highway, but I'm not sure.
Wow. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. Did I even say what people are listening to? Mental Case Dad's podcast? I don't even think I did that, did I?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, whatever. I'm saying it now. And if you're listening, you can hit the like and subscribe button, and you can get posted or notified when I post new videos every 2-3 years. Hey, honey? Got nothing?
Super loud.
So I told you when you were going to go to Ontario and leave me for 2 weeks, you kept asking me how I'm going to be, right? Because you're so worried about me.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you worried about me? Because I'm mental?
That's part of it.
Yeah, you're part of it. You know how I feel about when you're going to go now to Ontario? Let's take a listen.
Made my family disappear.
Listen.
Kevin, you're completely helpless. No, Kevin, you're with the French.
Best part in the whole entire movie.
Kevin, I'm going to feed you to my tarantula.
Kevin, you are such a disease.
There are 15 people in this house, and you're the only one who has to make trouble.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
I always thought that was really harsh. Don't you?
I made my family disappear.
Here we go. She's on her way to Ontario, people. Hey, yeah. I'm free. That camera's probably bouncing a million miles there. Hey, you remember that scene?
I do.
You like Home Alone?
Yep. The first one. I don't like the other ones.
What's wrong with the other ones?
I'm just not a fan
What
of it.
about the new one from the remake,
No, not really.
where Buzz is actually the cop in that one? No. You know, I haven't done this in such a long time. Can I play with the podcaster a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah? You don't mind? Let's see what buttons we have. Let's see if there's any you like. So what's that for?
The doorbell?
The doorbell. You didn't even know what that's for. Jewel would know.
What?
That's the Taco Bell one.
You're an idiot.
That's like my favorite one. And then this thing is like, I don't know. I don't even remember how to use the damn thing. Yeah, like how do you change these things? Up here. Music. Oh, there it is. No, I got it. See, now I changed it. Oh, there's one for you, Mel.
Yes. Yes.
Smile at me. She likes that one. What about this one? Yeah, that's her too at night. Yep, in her sleep. Right, baby?
Yeah, you're just.
Denied.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Bullseye.
What did you say?
I'll tell you what I got. Your wife's pussy on my breath.
That's horrible. That was Donald Trump. What were you going to say?
Yeah, you're gonna be denied another podcast.
That not.
If anyone thinks they're gonna beat me inside that mall and keep me from getting my kids' Christmas presents, they can kiss my fat vagina, because I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
It's fat vagina. Oh, Mel. That's funny. Do you think so?
No.
Oh, honey. You'll get better at this, I promise. Oh, I remember that. That's from back in the old days, guys, when we had Riley on the podcast, and Riley was trying to, Mel, remember, talk about that accident he witnessed with the motorcycle?
Briefly, yeah.
Remember when we had the motorcycle accident in Bowmanville? And oh, that's so bad. Awful.
No, God, please, no.
Best. That is the best ever. Michael Scott. Who do we... Oh, Pam's in the background there. Jim's knocked over, but Michael Scott, Mel, may be my favorite character of all time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sleeping back there?
A little bit.
Are you seriously? Do I have it on camera too? That's great. I can't believe that. Yeah. I should put the lullabies on.
Yo, mama's so fat. She had to be baptized at SeaWorld.
You don't even know who that is, do you? No, you don't. That's from Family Guy. Oh, that's nice. You like that, honey?
Yeah, put me to sleep.
Okay, do that again.
I'm gonna drink a lot of beer and stay out all night.
That's my response back to you when you ask me if I'm going to be okay while you're gone. Mm-hmm. You know, that's going to be fine. I am going to miss you. Like, I'll be party one day and then done, and I'll be missing you for the next however many days you're gone.
Yep.
Well, two people, she also is the one who takes care of my medication. So that's what her biggest worry is, and that's why she's worried. Why don't you explain that, hon, what you do for my medication?
I lay it all out. You're just very forgetful, so we...
Well, that's... Yeah.
Set alarms, and I make sure to medicate.
How many alarms do I have in the morning?
1 million.
Yeah, she hates it. Oh.
Don't even.
What is the first alarm you wake up to? What is it?
A stupid alarm.
Do you want to you want me to play it?
No.
Okay, then you better say it.
Spare my ears.
Then you better say it.
No.
Well, it's WAP.
WAP.
WAP. By. Who's it sung by?
Dirty Girl.
Dirty Girl. Why is she a dirty girl?
It's a dirty song.
It is quite.
It's a trashy song.
It's great. It's great. I love it.
It's gross.
Yeah, wet ass pussy.
Blech.
Very first alarm she gets every morning at 7:00.
No.
What time?
That's your 9:31.
Oh, what is the 7:00 one? I got Home Alone playing in the background here for no reason. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I could hear it. I could hear how entertained my wife was. Join us next time. Oh yeah, honey. We were supposed to talk about. I met a new friend on my walk the other day. Mm-hmm. Albert. He lives just up the road from us, and on the way our street works, we have about what. Well, I don't know. It's huge. But we only have like 10 neighbors, like in the whole entire where we are, right? So when you walk by somebody, you're eventually going to walk by them again. Well, I'm walking, and this old man comes and stops me, and his name is Albert. And I told Melanie that I wouldn't tell her about him until we got onto the podcast today because it was quite funny. He talked to me for about 25 minutes to a half an hour. I had Tank with me. He was freezing. And 90% of his conversation I couldn't understand. He spoke French most of the time. and I told him like a dozen times, like, I don't speak French, but he just kept going. However, he was 90.
90?
90.
Wow.
Yeah. And like they've owned this property for like his great grandfather owned this property.
Hmm.
Oh, and he was telling me, you know, our street where my shed is on, mm-hmm. my shop here, mm-hmm. This one right here.
Yes.
This is part of the land that they used to own, and I guess his grandfather or one of them sold it to the city to put the road in there, and he was pissed. Mm. How old is this house?
About almost 20 years old, I guess.
Almost 20?
No, 15, I think.
Do you know if they built this shop when they built the house, too?
I don't know. I think the shop was built after.
The shop floors are in rough shape. They're pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I met Albert. and spoke to him for 25 minutes and not understanding a word he said, while Tank barked and cried the entire time. It was hard. I couldn't get away from him every time I didn't want to be rude, right? So shout out to Albert. But it's not his fault I don't speak French, right? And probably his entire life, he's been surrounded by all French people, right? So, but we met most of our like close neighbors, and everybody's been great. What else? You got anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
I got one more thing that I want to talk about just before we go, and it's tough. But I lost my nephew. What was the date, hon?
Back in January.
Yeah, well, back in January, just after Christmas. 21 years old, to fentanyl overdose. And if you've followed us before, you've seen his brothers and sisters with us on our vacations and things like that. So it was a tough go. But again, like if you're listening and you're suffering from mental illness and you're suffering from drug abuse or alcoholism or whatever it is, seek the help. It is out there. But yeah, you really got to want to change when it comes to that, because how do you get to that point, Mel? Like fentanyl,
it's pretty addictive.
Well, they say once you've tried it once, you're hooked. It's over, right? Mm-hmm. There's no coming back. You are immediately hooked. So if you do suffer from those problems, call whoever it is in your township or your city. Look it up online. For all those aids, you can find it online. But it's a big thing. You need to talk about it, and people don't realize how big of an epidemic our drug crisis is. Here in Grand Falls, Mel, I didn't realize how big it was. But Jewel, our daughter, who goes to a school here in Grand Falls, says it's huge. It's huge, like the amount of meth labs that they have in Grand Falls. Drugs are a big problem here, so it's scary, and I think more people need to talk about it. And it's crazy, but yeah. Anyway, everybody try and stay healthy, sane, safe. Whatever it is, I'm glad you listened to me. This was only a short one, but getting new back into it again, so it's a little I don't know, I had the little nerves going today too, but we'll run another one again when the wifey and my honey gets back from her long-awaited trip from me, right, hon?
Yeah, you can run one while I'm gone.
Yeah. Say goodbye to everybody, honey.
Bye.
Love you guys.